And Alan Sivell, who was in Hollywood for the show's final filming, says everyone connected with the show is banking on its success continuing for a long time as he concludes his exclusive report from Hollywood. Alan?
Catherine, CBS is counting on a record number of viewers Monday night. They're saying the final episode of MASH will be rerun only rarely in the future. That's because the network and 20th Century Fox want the illusion of MASH to live on in very profitable reruns. When the final episode of MASH airs, more people are expected to be watching it than watch the Husha JR episode of Dallas. And that adds up to a financial bonanza for the studio because sponsors are eagerly signing up to pay a record $450,000 for a 30-second commercial. And that's more than the Super Bowl. If CBS sells all available time, the network should rake in $25 million for an episode that cost $1 million to produce. But money isn't the only prize MASH has been collecting. Over the years, the show has won 14 Emmy Awards for its writing, directing, and acting.
I hope it holds up. I think it will. I think the things that we have said are universal and lasting. I think the pursuit of peace and happiness is something that would be always classic.
But despite all the awards, there's still one question to be answered. What makes MASH so special?
I think there's a nobility about MASH, not on a grand level, but what it attempts to do, because while MASH is funny a great deal of the time, a lot of the time it isn't funny, and a lot of the time it's very moving. And I think any time you're moved, no matter what the reason is, it has to stir something in you. And I think what MASH stirs in people is for the most part, the nobler parts of it.
It's estimated that 224 million people all over the world watch MASH every week. But are they stirred by its nobility, or do they watch it because it's fun?
I do get letters from the clergy, and I've had some very nice comments about saying that from people who are spiritual leaders saying that MASH seems to have made a contribution. And I like to believe that's true.
The 407-7th seemed to grow up in its 11 years on the air, evolving from a wild and wisecracking crew of the 50s to a more grown-up group of the 80s, with a preppy and a sensitive man. Even Hawkeye slowed his relentless pursuit of women and booze and made friends with Hot Lips. Now they're going home. But just like other wars, for other soldiers, this one will live on. Not just in reruns, but in their memories.
You know, at the end today, when we were shooting, and the show was all over, and Bert said, "Rap, I got cheated." I couldn't get through to hug these people because all of you people were around there. And I'd like to now hug all of you people.
MASH won't end for everyone. Harry Morgan, Jamie Farr, and William Christopher will recreate their roles in another series this fall called After MASH. It will take place at a stateside veterans hospital right after the Korean War. And before you start groaning about spin-off, rip-off, the new show will be the work of Larry Gelbart, who helped create the original MASH, and Lou Grant, and also co-wrote Tootsie.
That should be good.
Got a good track record.
Good series from you, Alan. Thank you. Still ahead on Nightcast, how the Payment in Kind program affects livestock farmers.